Man, one of the things I've struggled with, is serving people. If you've ever tried to be of service to people, help people, you know that it's interesting. It's difficult. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's hard. People let you down. People are ugly. Anybody who says that mankind is genuinely good has never really tried to help somebody. I mean, the vast majority of the people that I've attempted to serve and help in my Christian walk have failed me and have let me down. And I grew impatient with people, and I actually grew angry with people. I got mad at people when they weren't listening, when they weren't following through. I got discouraged, certainly, tons of discouragement. And it got to the point where I didn't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. There's other ways, and I begin to find other ways to try to spend my time, but unfortunately for me, I'm called to this. I get pulled back. There's something wrong in my heart, my being, that begins to reveal itself throughout my entire life when I'm not of service to others. And this is what the whole point that Christ was talking about in our passage last Sunday. So he uses the example of little kids, right? And we have to understand that little kids represented, in this context, the lowly. These children were worth nothing in society in that day. This is much different today, as most people today make idols out of their children. So it's kind of lost on us. But we have to understand, when he pulls in a child, he's not pulling in the future hockey star that we're going to, spend all of our time and money and effort in, but he's pulling in somebody that is lowly, that can bless them nothing. To serve a child, you get nothing in return. And then he says, if you do this in my name, you receive me, and not only me, but my Father. So he exposes here the motive of service. We must be careful that we are not serving others, certainly to gain praise, but we also shouldn't serve others based on their response to our service to them. I cannot hinge my love and my fire and my enthusiasm of service based on people's receptivity to that service. I must do it because I love God. This is the only motive that's sustainable. There is no other motive that's sustainable, because if it's hinged on your ability to receive, to reciprocate, to even benefit from my service for any long haul. If you take, for example, an alcoholic, if I pour into this alcoholic, fully expecting him to receive everything I've done for him and apply it into his life, and then climb out of the pit of alcoholism and lead this wonderful life, you're going to be discouraged. I'm going to be discouraged over and over and over and over again. But however, if I serve this alcoholic because I love God, then in my service to the alcoholic, regardless of whether or not he receives my service positively or negatively or not at all, I get to experience the love of God. It is the demonstration, it's the fulfillment of, it is the outpouring of, I love Jesus Christ. How do you know I love Jesus Christ? How do you know that I have a relationship, a closeness with Jesus Christ that is built out of pure love? It's because I'm serving other people, regardless of whether or not they're receiving it. And so I need to watch even my motivation in serving other people, that it isn't contingent. Now, if people receive that, the alcoholic does climb out and I'm a part of his wedding and reuniting and he gets a degree, and then that is awesome. But praise be to God when that happens. Praise be to God when that happens. That is icing on the cake. That is wonderful. And that's what I hope for everybody, obviously, when I go into service to them. That's my hope for them. But my motive, the heartbeat, must be because I love God. So as we step out into service, let's clarify our motivation in that and make sure that it's connected to what Jesus says here, to do it in my name so that I might receive him, and not only him but the Father, that I do this out of a relational love for God, that we serve others because we love God. And that's it.